Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. Once again, some issues trying to use Ustream Producer. Gets me way lagged behind. So today we're going to make a couple of cards using a similar technique as we did at Crop to create this card. This is a napkin, and I don't have the same napkin, so we're going to try it with a couple of different napkins and see what we come up with. Yes, Teresa, Eileen is being mean. She's always mean. Anyway, and this is a card, so I would have used yellow, not red, behind this because it would have popped more. But that's just me. It was a card kit, so. All right. Okay. Alrighty. So here I am, and I'm all right. Alrighty. So, head clean, Jean. Well, I wouldn't call it clean, but this part of my desk is, huh? All right. So I'm going to cut it to size before I do the napkin. So this is going to be a card front. So instead of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, that's going to be the card. It's going to be 4. The front card front will be 4. Oops. Get this out of the way. I'm going to have to test those. 4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to use that to test some embossing powder. Got a couple different embossing powders to test that I need to see if they're opaque or if they're translucent. See if I can use them. So let's just, if they're not, I will mix some UT with some gold glitter embossing powder. Hey, B3. Okay. So I'll do this while I wait for it to dry, I'll test my embossing powders. So as I was saying, I'll say it again because I didn't keep that other recording. When we made this card, she used a Stampin' Up! Product to attach the napkin to the lightweight chipboard. So just cereal box or the back of a legal writing pad or whatever, that weight of chipboard. Or you could use like Bristol or whatever, cereal box. But I'm just going to use cardstock. She used a Stampin' Up! Product called Adhesive Transfer. Adhesive Transfer. And so it comes in sheets. It's just double-sided tape, but apparently if you use score tape, it will bubble when you heat your napkin to melt the embossing powder. Apparently, maybe we'll try it and see if it will melt or not, but we'll see. So anyway, we'll see. And then she used the Stampin' Up! I don't even know the real name of it. If Teresa's sister was here, she would know. The iridescent ice, not iridescent ice, but the clear embossing powder that has the sparkle in it. I'm not sure if you can see the sparkle or not, because you just end up getting glare, not sparkle. But there, you can see a little bit of it there. Okay, so we're gonna try this. All right. So you need to take apart your layers of your napkin. And there's the first layer. There is another layer because you can tell it's not clear enough there. There is white there, so it should be easy. It's not lined up very well, this one, so it should be fairly easy to get my fingernail in there and get it separated. Oops! Dang it. Come on. Oh, maybe that is all. I don't know. If I tried to do Dee Dee's little trick, I would probably end up putting a hole all the way through it. Dee Dee takes her little... Okay, I'm going to grab some washi tape here and do the other little trick that I know. Here's the other trick I know. Do I have a roll of washi tape? Do I have a roll of washi tape? Everything's put away now, so I can't just grab something that's hanging around. Okay, here's some tissue tape. You can use masking tape too, if you're careful. Thank you, Dee. Yeah, it was a great card. She charged $5, and that included the all the products and everything. And it's a pretty expensive card when you use that transfer stuff because it's like $1 a sheet or something. Anyway, that's okay. I'm going to use... So, put a piece of tape on that side. Put a piece of tape on the other side. And pull. And if there's 2 layers, there we go. See? Look. See? Pull apart. So, tape works miracles if you don't have fingernails to try and get. And then, very carefully, there we go. So I'll leave that there in case we need to use that technique later on. Get the other piece. May as well reuse it. There we go. Of course, you can keep this to use for stamping. And if you look carefully on this, the second one has a very faint where the ink went through to that layer. So you can sort of see the leaves on that one. Would make a very faint background. You can stamp on that or whatever. Okay, so I am going to... Oh, hold on. A piece of paper towel here. My glue brush out. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah. Oh, really? Robin licking fingers. Robin licks her fingers to get them to pull apart, but I don't know. I don't really like into spreading my germs. Okay. So I'm going to use my matte medium instead of the tape, well, at least for this version. Okay. And I want to pick a part that has some green in it as well as the orange, just for the... Oh, I think I'll do it this way. It'd be much easier. And I'm leaving a little on the edge. Yes, you use the pokey tool, but like I said, I would probably poke myself and go right through the napkin. Alright, so... Now, another hint that she had was to, when you cut this, I don't have quite enough glue here in spots, so I'm just going to add some. And I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge here because I'm going to fold it over the edges. That way you don't have to worry about inking the edges unless you want to. That was a hint she gave us, to leave napkin to go over the edge. So a napkin this size would make 4 card fronts of a regular A2 sized card. Thank goodness it doesn't have to be straight because I don't cut very well. Okay, so let's put that over there. Keep that. And I need a little more on this corner. not going to put the top part on until, I'm not going to put it on the top because I'm going to be adding, I don't want to rip it, right? So, oh, hi AJ, welcome back. Aw, Dee Dee has her sock monkey bandana. Cute. Alright, so now I'm just going to go around the edge with my ATG gun. Okay. And I'm just, this kind of this was a nice trick, because it does make really nice edges. Except there where I tore it, but that's okay. It's still kind of stuck to the corner. Alright, so now I'm going to do a little corner trimming here. Hello. The scissors aren't very sharp anymore. That's why I bought new ones, and then I'm not using my new ones. But anyway, whatever. Alright, and turn that over. This doesn't have to be perfect because this, of course, is going to be hidden on the card anyway. Oops. There we go. Okay, so there's the card covered. The card front covered. Hey, Charlie. Nice to see you. All right. So now I'll just let that dry a smidge. I got blue paint on it. I guess I'll have to put a sentiment there. I thought I had my craft mat clean, but I guess not. So I'm going to test some of my, so I want to test this one. Hold on. I don't know if I checked this Zing one or not. Okay, my magnifying app here. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, white opaque finish. Never mind. That's opaque. That's the Stampin' Bond one. Okay, so I want to check this one. I want to check this one. And I want to check this one. I want to see how, no, this one. I want to see how opaque these are. So I'm going to take a black marker. And let's see how opaque they are. I want to make sure they dry before I put my Versamark pad on them. Okay, well, looking for some paper, not cardstock. Every time I think. Sorry, I was cleaning all afternoon. I didn't have time to make sure I had everything at my fingertips that I needed. Here we go. Found one. There we go. make my not so clean, but oh well. All right, so I want to test and see how opaque these are. 1, 2. Oh, hold on. All right, Eileen and Vicky, I'll make you guys mod. Then you can open the, okay? You can open links for me. Okay, there, Eileen is mod and Vicky is mod. There. So you guys can open links for me. Thank you, thank you. All right, bye, Robin. Thought you could be here for a little while. There. So links are open if you want to share your YouTube or blog or anything. Go ahead. All right, so this is Embossing Pearl Silver, but I'm not sure if it's opaque or if it's clear with a pearl finish. So I guess we'll find out, right? So there's the pearl. Put that in front of there. This one is, all right, I need to open my app again here. Golden Angel Wings, Lindy Stamp Gang, and Lindy Stamp Gang Spanish Moss Green. So we shall see. So Golden Angel Wings, let's try that one first. Oops. All right. All right. Let's find my tweezers. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Where are my tweezers? Ah, nothing's in its right spot. I have to go through my spinner even, because obviously I need to fix it. All right. So this was the Embossing Pearl Silver. Yes, Eileen, I have them in front of the right one. For goodness sakes, Eileen. Sheesh, I'm smarter than that. So it's pretty translucent. Ooh, the Angel Wings one is cool. has like a purple iridescence. You know what? I think I have this too bright. Just a moment. Let me change my settings here for a second on my camera. There. Is that better? Is that better? There. Okay, so can you see that shimmer? Okay, thought. All right, good. And this is the green one. Moss. I know I'm gonna like this one. I've used this one once before. I've got to get these. See, this is the thing about not having my place organized is I couldn't get to anything to use it. So now I can get to things. I still have a lot of sorting to do, but at least things have a place now. So these are all translucent, so I can use any of these. So that's good. Oh, I love that one. Just a slight green iridescence to it. Okay. But not for this one, I don't think. I think okay. So all right. So I think for this one, although the green would be nice because there is green, you know, the green. I did do the whole green row, the green there, but I think not the angel. I think that just this one pearl one. That's a little more. That one is a little more opaque. So I think I'm going to use the green one actually. I'm going to use the green one. Are you guys surprised? All right, so I'm going to use my Versamark pad and put it completely over this whole all right, so just and you just want to be careful because you don't want to tear your all right, and so once again, this is called Spanish Moss Green. And you want to cover the entire card front. That's why I use a piece of paper underneath. You can collect it and put it all back in the jar. Okay. Poor Janet. Janet, my goodness. Yes, I watched her stream too while I was sorting stuff. Actually, no, while I was eating. Okay. get my tweezers. You want to hold with tweezers. Well, this is large enough that you probably could hold it with your, actually, I think I will hold it just with my fingers. It's a large enough piece. Smaller ones, you want to make sure you use tweezers, though. Okay. So, you don't have to move too fast. You just move, once you start seeing it, once you see it melt, you just move to the next area. Ooh, it's pretty. It is pretty, pretty, pretty. You want to get the whole thing. All right, so I am getting kind of a bubbly texture that you didn't get with the transfer thing. I am getting some bubbles from the matte medium, but that doesn't bother me. All right, so now obviously if you had a clear embossing powder, you would, the roses would stay a little more vibrant, because this is translucent, so you lose some of the vibrancy of the roses. I used the green. I used the green on this. Did I not? That second time, yes, I did. I did grab my clear. Oh, this is Pearl UT. What on earth did I do with my clear UT? Holy samoly. Bye, Dee Dee. Enjoy your salad. Okay, so now I'm going to make my card front. So I need a piece of cardstock. And I think I want it to open, I think I'm going to have it open like a regular card. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5 on the 11-inch side. Keep that one. And my four and a quarter. Now, if you were so inclined to put ribbon, you would do it, I would do the ribbon before I put the panel on. Oh, I didn't do that at 5, I did it at 5, or 5.25, I did it at 5.5, but that's fine, I just have the two edges. Not many. Here, I'll show you up close. Well, fair amount of bubbles. I got quite, let me, there, you can see. Well, it's not really bubbles as much as it is just you get some good texture. But it's nice, like it's fine. See the texture? You can see the texture there. Now, I actually want to color the edges of this. So I'm going to take my Archival Orange Blossom because I didn't leave it small enough to layer. So I only need it on the two like edges here. So I'm simply going to rub rub the there and this side as well. Hey Cheryl, nice to see you. I'm just gonna dry this because if it's wet underneath my tape runner, the tape runner will not stick if the ink is wet. So I'm just gonna dry here. Hey Kathy, nice to see you. Okay, so be careful. You don't want to rip the, go as close to the edge as you can, or I like to get as close to the edges as I can. Make sure you put it on right side up. Now you could have done green. Green would have made a really nice contrast as well. All right, so there you go. Then you can put on, you can leave it just as a note card, okay? Or you can use it as a birthday card or something like that. This is the Scorpal mat. So it has a rubberized kind of thing on the back so it doesn't move on your desk. Now I taped down the front edge, which is coming up. I have to retape it again, just because me leaning on it kind of rolled it up. But so there you go. There's one card. It is a napkin. Oh no, I did not paint that, Cheryl. It is a napkin. Yeah. Okay, so now someone wanted the wine one. So let's make a card. And this time I'll try I'm going to have to test the UT because I don't know if this UT is, all right, hold on. Let's test this UT. Let's see how, Let's see how opaque this Pearl UT is. It won't be as smooth as a fine detail one, but anyway, should do the trick. Just want to make sure that dries before I use my brush mark pad on it. Thank you, Lisa. Embossing powder, Cheryl? Embossing powder. So I'm going to do another one, though, so don't worry about it if you missed it. I'm going to do another card with a different napkin. And let's try I want to try the Pearl UT. See how, if it's totally opaque or not. It's much larger crystals, so you're not going to get as fine a, it's going to look kind of rough. But let's see. Ha 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 ha. Yes, but no dies will be injured in the use of UT today. Good thing Dee Dee's gone, I guess, eh? Yes, that's definitely not. Yeah, I can't use the UT because it's not even translucent enough. See how thick it is? It's not translucent enough. Let's see. The only other one I have is Silver Moon. Well, that might be pretty, but... All right, hold on one moment, please. I am just going to go over and see if I have my clear UT. Let's put this back. Well, I mean, I know I have clear UT. I just have to find it. It's white. Blue. Okay, where is it? maker, but I will try that clear UT. So let's trim. All right, so we wanted the wine bottles. Okay, there's the wine bottles. We're going to use one of these napkins. So in this one you get 4. There's 2 different photos. 2 of each. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, hey Marilyn. Nice to see you. Okay. Alrighty. Oops. Alright, so I think it might have to be a 3x3 card. Let's see, or maybe 4x4. Let's see what size card we're going to make here. So this is 5, not quite 5, by... Alright, so I'm going to make a 6x6 card. And let's make that 5x5. So we'll make this layer 5x5. Oops. Okay. It's Marilyn. Not Marion. Marilyn. Unless Marion's here too, but okay. Yes, well, I didn't do it on the Pearl UT. Mitzi, the Pearl UT, it would hide too much of the napkin. So I'm going to use the clear UT. So I think these are just 2 layers. So a little easier to get pulled off here. Keep this layer for stamping or something, or just for using for cleaning purposes. So I want to use the one where the bottles are closer together. So this time let's try the tape and see if it bubbles any more than the These were from the Dollarama. These ones, all these little ones were from Dollarama, so yeah. This is a more expensive way to do. You know what? I'm not going to use the tape. The other worked fine for me. Matte medium worked just fine as far as I was concerned. Oops. Used a little too much. Whoops. Way too much. Not a little too much. Way too much. Okay. Oh, just a moment. I need to get this. Okay, this time I think I'm going to try and just get it right on the edge. See if I can be, I can always trim it if I don't get it perfect. Oh, darn. See, that's what happened. Okay, I have another one. I have another image just like that one. Because I had too much. That should help remove some of the... that should help remove some of the too much glue that I have on there. Okay. So this one I'm not going to turn the napkin over the edge. I will ink the edge. Bye, Rain. All right, so I'm going to pat it a little bit more gently this time. Okay. I'm going to tear it using the edge of the paper, and that's not working, so I'm going to have to cut it. That's all right. I should have waited till it dried. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on my finger. Matte medium. So I just need a little on this corner. A little on this corner. And I'm okay with that kind of tattered edge there. If you're not, you can trim it. Once it dries, you can trim it just a little bit more. Oh, darn it. Well, I didn't mean to rub it, and I rubbed it, and so I guess that's where you'll put your sentiment or piece of ribbon or something. Because I messed it up. Just going to do a little bit of a yeah, I could, Vicki. Hey, Marilyn. Well, on the weekend I was at a crop and we did a card class. We did this card class, and it was using a napkin. Now she used Stampin' Up! Adhesive transfer, which is like a special type of double-sided adhesive that won't bubble with heat. because you have to heat the embossing powder on the top. And then she used iridescent Stampin' Up's iridescent embossing powder, which I do love, which I really should order some. Yeah. Yeah, Mitzi, I can trim the edge, but I can't trim the middle where it stuck to my finger because I wasn't careful not to have my fingers were still sticky. But you can always put your sentiment right there. Oh, sorry, Tina. Oh, okay, Pam. Um, Now, if you prefer, you can trim this down so that it's a regular size card, but I don't know. I really like that. I think that should be, I'm going to trim it upside down here because I don't want to trim the napkin side just in case it. Okay, so I'm going to make it I'm going to make it 4 and 3/4. Do I need to trim anything off the bottom? No, I don't need to trim the bottom. The bottom is okay. So 4 and 3/4. 4 and 3/4. Okay, there. And then I can make a 5x5 card or 6x6 and have a larger. Oh, that's what I might do. I have some nice paper that I can do matting, so I can go grab a piece of paper to mat with. Oh. Whatever a rascog is, whatever that is, don't know what it is. What the heck is a rascog? Never heard of one. Oh, that's those IKEA carts, right? Yeah, well we can't get those, so. And I'm not joining any Facebook groups. Sorry guys, even if you run them. They're just too nasty sometimes. Okay, so all right. So I think no, not that one. I want the olive green. So fern green, I'm going to edge it with fern green. So it's going to have to be, take an inch off because it has to be 10. By 5. Score it at 5. Carol. See you later. Hey, Sharon. Nice to see you. Working on a card today. This was the sample card that we did. And so far, I made, where's the one I made? Where's my card? All right, who saw where I put my card? Where did I put the other card that I made already? Where did it go? Where did my rose card go? Someone stole my rose card. How can I Paula and I are the perfect pair. So good at like losing things that are on our desk. Like underneath upside down? No. Oh, over here. Never mind. So this is the one we did first using these napkins. So we did this card. Didn't put a sentiment or anything on it because I don't know what I'll use it for, so. Anyway, so there it is. So now we're working on this one. And once again, I'm just going to go around the edges. Go around all four sides this time. Try not to lay it where there's wet ink because I don't want to mess up the inside of the card. Of course, if I did, I would just put another layer inside. So this is just an alternative to using cardstock to layer. Oh no, I missed what happened to Sharon. Oh, did you fall? Oh no. I missed a little spot up here. Make sure I got the whole edge there. You can also keep frozen, unpopped popcorn frozen in your fridge. That works great too as ice. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, I just lost my tape gun. Where did it go? In the back, probably, where it's like too far to reach. Probably. Yes. All right, hold on. I'm going to have to use my ruler to try and reach my tape gun because it fell off my stool here. Oh, what else did I find? Oh, my narrow carpet tape. I hate having short arms. Whew. Ow. Poor Paws was ticked off at me because she couldn't sit on my knee while I was organizing this afternoon, though. All right. All right. There we go. I love that. Love that green. Very nicely offsets that. So like I said, this would be great to use if you're going to a dinner party or something and you're bringing a bottle of wine, or if you're going to a weekend getaway, or just as a birthday card. It's a very nice napkin, but I mean, it's a great way to use up some of your multitude of napkins. I think I'm going to have this as a top opening card. So I'm going to set it in the middle there and adhere it. Oh, I forgot to do the embossing powder. Oh, can I pull it back off? Will it let me pull it back off? Gosh darn it, after going to all that trouble to find my... And I do have my tongue out, by the way, while I'm doing this. Let's add some more back here. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to try. So this is my clear UT, and I'm just going to put a few sprinkles of gold embossing powder in it. The gold's opaque, so I don't want to put too much gold. All right, so Versamark pad, and don't just tap it. Don't twist it because it could wreck your napkin. Get the whole thing covered so that you will get all the UT. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first put just some gold in this gold's opaque, so I can't put too much, but what I'm going to do is just put a few sprinkles of the gold around on the card, just a few. Could even do it just, ooh, you know what? Might even just do that. Forget the UT. No, I'll put a little bit of UT. I just don't want to put a whole bunch of UT. Okay, so I just put a little bit of the gold first, and then clear UT over it. And I don't want to put a thick, thick, thick layer of UT. It's going to be thick anyway because it's big honkin' crystals of plastic. Okay, so uh-oh. Now I should have used a separate piece of paper, so I'm going to throw that UT out because it's got gold sparkles in it. And I don't want to have all my UT have gold sparkles. So that's okay. Wasn't very much. Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to read something? Who's gone? Me? What? Hello? Did someone ask me something? Sorry. I had to watch what I was doing. Restate question, please, if you had a question for me. Every time I look, you guys are talking amongst yourselves, so that I just ignore it. Okay, I'm gonna just get it hot. It has to be, cheeky girl. It has to be it has to be an embossing powder or watermark stamp pad. Doesn't have to be Versamark, but it has to be a watermark pad because this is sticky. Now, if you work really fast, you can use a pigment ink pad, but of course a pigment ink pad is going to be opaque. So oh, well, of course I ignored you, Eileen. I was worried someone said something important. Oh, yeah, yes, actually, Carol. Sunset Carol's asking if you can use glycerin. Yes, Lindsay, the frugal crafter. No, the frugal stamper crafter. Yeah, the frugal crafter, Lindsay. She uses glycerin actually to re-ink her Versamark pad. So glycerin will work. Yes. Yeah. Yep, exactly, Sherry. And actually, this looks really cool with this particular napkin because it almost looks like a glass bottle. Look. So it's like you're looking through a glass window or something. That's kind of cool with the UT. It gives you a really cool effect with this particular, especially with this particular napkin. But you see, the girl who taught the class, she's a scrapbooker card maker. So she's not necessarily about texture like mixed media artists are. Like, I love the texture that UT puts on that. And then there's just a few sparkles of gold where I put the gold embossing powder. There's a few sparkles of gold coming through. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Eileen. Oops. Hold on. Yeah, it's my cousin again. She never remembers that I stream. Hello? Hi. On your iPad or the on the computer? Are you connected to the internet? Okay, I must not have that. I must not have those settings right, but I thought we tested it. Do you get mail? Uh huh. Right. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Uh huh. Right. There could be. Have you rebooted your computer recently? You did? Okay, so you tried that. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I would have to kind of see it to see what's going on, I think. And I'm online live right now. Yeah. Did you know that Eastside has really good deals on for the next 13 days? Oh, did you? Okay. Are you? Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So it's, yeah. 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 Well, not necessarily because it's all of East Sides and it's more expensive in other casinos like in Halifax and stuff to eat. So it's not necessarily for that reason. Because that it'll be in all East Side Mario's. It's not just ours. Yeah. No. It is. Yeah. 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 Uh huh. Well, anyway, I'll call you back later. Okay. All right then. Okay then. All right. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. I should have just let it go to my voicemail. All right. So there's that card. Thank you, Teresa. Oh, it's 6:45. Oh, really, Carol? Go, 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 Carol. Go, Carol. I say go for it. So my cousin now has my old iPad and she has my old MacBook Pro laptop. It's almost 7 years old, so it's still fast enough for her. So I like that. I love that. I would want to sit it. It's just a little bendy, but that'll flatten back out. How do you use Perfect Pearls powder? You can use it. I don't know. It's a good question, Eileen. You answer that one. You answer that one, Eileen. I promised I would show how these work. So let's do a moldable stamp. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use this Spellbinders embossing folder. So there's this one, which is the shoes. And there's this one, which is the tire tread. Now I think I'll do this tire tread one. So you could end up actually with a reverse stamp or a. I want to try and get most of the. So I think I want to put it that way. Okay, so, because this will give me the positive stamp. So, Vicki, this is the moldable stamp foam. Okay, so you heat it up. Kind of goes shiny, so I'm kind of watching for it to all be shiny so I get a good impression. I should be standing up to get a better push on this, but yes, AJ, it picks up the image. Well, it has to be like a texture. Okay, so there we go. So let's stamp and see how it turned out. Yeah, Sharon, me too. There we go. Now I have a cool tire tread stamp. Yes. Yes, you can. Simply reheat it. Although I like that. I don't really want to reheat it. But I want to do the shoe prints. I wonder, I might have more luck. I like having the positive rather than the negative, but I'm going to use the other side. And I think I'm going to press this to that and see if it's any easier. And I think anything heavy to press with besides standing up. All right, here we go. Gonna heat it up. See if it works any better, easier this way or not. So I did get a pretty good impression. Cool. I think I didn't get this corner very well, but let's just see. Woohoo! If you don't get it perfect, you can always redo it. I think it was easier the other way around. Okay, Sharon. Good night. Hi, Denise. Yeah, probably would have worked better if I had done it the other way, but I did get my shoe prints. Good night, Sandra. I think I'll redo that one again. Let's do some paper clips. Let's find my paper clips. Hi, Denise. Well, I did some cards, and now I'm playing with this magic foam, moldable foam stuff. So, just making some stamps. Did a couple of cards, and then I'm gonna go because I've got sore legs, and I need to get something to eat. Okay. Now, so. So, just going to lay some yeah, you could cut it in half, but knowing me, I would totally mess it up. So I'm just going to use it this way. I actually, I could probably cut it in half fairly well using my electric knife. But anyway, so I'm just going to heat it up here. You do, like, it's cool to do buttons. You can do buttons. You can do anything that's going to give you texture. You just want to hold it long enough until the foam cools. Okay, now this, of course, is going to give me the negative. So let's do a green stamp. Let's put these in here, or they're going to all end up on the floor or something. My luck. Moldable magic foam. Yep. So this is going to give me the negative. The paper clips are going to stay the color of the paper. And then the ink will be the background. Just because of the nature of the stamp. Now, I do have somewhere one of those rubber reverse stamps so that I can stamp it onto the rubber stamp and then stamp it back and it'll give me the negative, but there you go. Perfect. Paper clips. Actually, probably would have been better to use the wire paper clips because those plastic ones kind of give you a little thicker of an image. They called it pen score back in the day. Hey, Carol. So that is the magic foam. Now I can reheat this. When you reheat this, it'll go back to its normal shape when it cools, and then you can reuse it. So Carol, I was just about to sign off. I know it's an hour. I'm usually on for another hour, but my legs are a bit of a pain today with the extra cleaning and stuff. So I'm going to get something to eat, and then sit and do some knitting. Oh, I should show you what I've got done so far. Here's hold on, the sweater. Before I show you the sweater, I'm going to make sure I have no ink on my hands, though. Move all things that are inky. Oh, wouldn't it though? Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you, Cheeky. I just want to get ink. It's a permanent ink, so it'll stain it. So you just heat it. Oh, it's okay, Vicky. I'm fine. I just... Now you're still going to see the pattern in this case because it still has some ink on it. But that's flat now. Except for that one spot that got... That spot got... Let's get that back up there. There we go. So now it's flat again, cheeky girl. See? Now it's flat. You can still see the ink, but... Okay, so let me show you the sweater. I'm going to put something down on top of here because I do not want to mess up the sweater with inky stuff. All right. So this pattern is from Ravelry. So I got the 2 front panels finished. This is for Eliza. It's a coat sweater. So it's like longish, not a waist one. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, the minute I saw this yarn, I had to buy it. I just had to buy it. It is, I mean, I could probably get 3 sweaters for it. It was on sale for $9. It was on sale for $9. And it's Bernat Handicrafter cotton. So it's cotton. So it's just a nice light summer sweater for a cool summer evening. Thank you, Mindy. And then I got this far, I'm this far on the back. So there's what the back looks like so far. Okay, bye, Pam. So, hoping to finish the back tonight. That's my goal. And then I just have to do the sleeves. Now, I have this green. I'm going to do the hood. I'm going to do the hood and the pockets in this green. My Ravelry name is Music Scrap, I believe, but I don't know how to save or share or anything on there, but I am Music Scrap on Ravelry, so. You have to be careful of patterns, though. By the way, sometimes you have to be an accomplished knitter to use some of the patterns on there, because this one even had some. It was written very strangely. It was written by someone who doesn't know how to necessarily write patterns. I was able to follow it because I'm very good with patterns and stuff. And but there were some things that she didn't, aren't really like said the right way. But thanks, Cheryl. Thank you, Sherry. So. Anyway, so I am going to bid you all adieu and get some supper, 7 o'clock, and start knitting. So thanks a lot for coming to my stream, and if you're watching the recording, thank you so much for watching the recording, and now you know a way to use up some of your napkins. Bye!